Alright, we're back. And who is ready for some Gauntlet? I know I am. Yo, Ballsy, how we doing again? All right, so we're just gonna dive right in here. I will point out that during the intermission, I did turn the game on and then perform a soft reset. Doing that will enable me to, by appropriately buffering my inputs, to select the elf here. To manipulate the password that I use to get into the vault at the end of the run to everybody's favorite password. Let's get started. So we picked the elf because speed. That's pretty much all there is to it. He's fast. And speed is a super duper underrated trait. In fact, it's way more useful than any other stat available in this game, because you can just run through everything, and a lot of times the game doesn't even have time to do a damage check before just letting you like truck through an enemy. So a couple things that you need to know about the run. The game's like a 100-room maze. You're supposed to pick up 8 clues to figure out what the password is to get into the final room to try to defeat the final boss. But because we know that there are 32 different passwords, and they all align to whatever the first word in your first letter or number in your continue code is, we know what our password is going to be immediately. And we also know that we can manipulate. Oh, okay. I thought I did a soft reset. It's weird how that works and then doesn't work sometimes. So, I did not successfully manipulate the Godboner password like I thought I did. We instead got the hard reset password, the L password. That's fine. It's not as fun. It's a little bit faster. But it's not as enjoyable as the Godboner password. I should reset. We're only 2 minutes in, but, you know, that's okay. So we picked up some super shots, and we're going to be real careful about our usage of them. Now I'm going to go for a frame perfect trick here that I did not get, which is fine. It's frame perfect, and I don't ever expect to get it. Oh gosh. But there's a door there's 2 doors that are perpendicular to each other right there. And because of elf speed, you do have the ability to open both of those doors on consecutive frames, which would allow you to basically like spend your single key that you had in your possession twice before the game checked again to see how many keys you had, which would move your key count from 1 to 0 to 255. And then we wouldn't have to worry about keys ever again. Didn't work, but that's okay. So, we just do things the normal way. So all the key and potion pickups are very tightly routed. Oh gosh, I did it again. Anytime I push that block by accident, it's always doing it again because I've always done it before. Oh, come on. Come on, A release. Where are you at? Okay. Had one shot left for that door, which is good. Wait, other things that you need to know about this game is that your potions, or bombs, or whatever you want to call them, are much more effective if you're standing still. If you're running around and you try to use a bomb while you're moving, it's a lot less effective. So make sure whenever you're playing this game that you, and your partner if you're playing co-op, are both standing still when you go to use the bomb. Otherwise it just won't do as much as it needs to do. So I've mentioned that we use Elf because Elf is pretty fast. But wouldn't it be better if Elf was even faster? Luckily, there's a speed potion right here. And now, whoa, we can go zoom. It's time for big time zoomies. Of course, we have to be careful not to use too many keys unnecessarily. I used one right there, but I didn't want to. As a precaution, just to be overly safe, I'm gonna grab this key that I don't normally grab, and this one that I don't normally grab. Grab the potion, don't just look at it. Yeah, the A password, I believe, like, the A continue code doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Something like that. But the password that lets you get into the final room works fine. Something to that effect. I believe, like, the A continue code may be bugged in some way. But if you were to draw an A password and you thought that, oh, I can't even finish the run, you can finish the run. So the one thing that I haven't touched on at all yet is probably the most important discovery of the last, I don't even know how long, related to this game. And that is the concept of exit manipulation. Last summer, through a combined effort of the Gauntlet speedrunning community at large, but specifically 3 people. Hold on one second. Most important shot of the run. Get the potion. Don't shoot the potion. They're a combination of efforts from folks like Jesus the Frog and Palm Factory and Unos. We now have all the tools we need to make the end of this run very safe. There is a series of inputs that we can perform to effectively lock the exit location in a treasure room into a known location, which for all the World 4 and World 5 treasure rooms where there are 15 fake exits and 1 real exit is a boon and a massive time saver. Yo, Tecate coming in hot with that raid. Welcome in everyone from Tecate's stream. My name is Yelsraek and I've lost my marbles, so I'm playing Gauntlet instead for RGL for Retrothon. Hope the stream went well, Tecate. Thanks very much for the raid and for the good luck. So we haven't been manipulating any exit locations thus far because it just hasn't made sense to do so. Like or in certain cases you can't manipulate them because there's more than one map for a treasure room. Like that we've discovered map layouts where like the specific frame that we can manipulate doesn't consistently generate an exit in the same location. By the way, this world has hidden invisible walls for part of it. I'm gonna pause when we step on that stun tile, and it will prevent me from getting beaten up. And you see that question mark on the ground? That was one of the clues that you're supposed to grab all 8 of, but we don't bother. Because what's the point? Alright, let's see if we can get a nice 69. 69 is where you have to deal with teleporter RNG. That is a nice 69. All 3 teleports went exactly how we wanted them to go. And here is our first manipulation. I pause as I get to the exit, and then unpause and then release A at the correct moment, and it manipulates this exit to always be up at the top. A slightly more complicated one right there. Oops, go that way. Rats. I let go too early. There we go. I did manipulate that exit location, but I didn't do the inputs correct. That's okay. Alright, so we're swimming in keys now, which is fine. So I'm going to do that same manipulation again up here. Step on the exit, pause, and then make sure to release A as the screen is fading out. And we can manipulate to that exit right there. So no more worrying about where the exit is and hoping that the teleporters take you to take you to enough different spots to check and... You just know. Isn't it amazing? You just know. This room is tricky. That exit that I went to is the only good one. All the other ones take you to room 85. Completing room 85 just takes you back to room 84 again to do it again. And it is a run killer. The run dies if you step on the wrong exit there. Alright. I have bad jellies, so I have one safety potion that I just used. And this run basically hinges on my ability to get to a temporary invulnerability buff at the end of this room. And then by using the exit manipulation, I'm able to successfully carry that buff all the way through room 99. First try, baby. Nice 4th try exit there. Good. And that, apart from doing all the manipulations, doing a frame-perfect dismissal of that map screen there is also really important, because this room used to be a big run killer as well. But by doing a frame-perfect, like a buffered A press or A release, we guarantee that exit right there, which saves the run in its own way. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, come on. Room 99. And we have 1,000 health, and we're still cruising along with our temporary invulnerability. So it's really funny. I didn't I don't actually have the password memorized for the L password, so I'm gonna waste time looking it up. I knew it started at E9, but I couldn't remember what it was past there. RPFO. That's the problem with this run, is that there's really no downtime. Alright, so we go and grab this backup potion that we had to get because we had bad jellies. And now we're going to use a technique where we bounce back and forth between these two heads. And basically, apart from me just shooting into the wall randomly, by moving in the correct location between each cycle, you basically just make the heads like just shoot the center head. So you don't take any damage. So now the dragon is dead, and don't step on the exit yet. We have to grab the egg, or the orb. We'll call it an orb. Orb! Alright, 24 seconds over estimate because I had to look up the password. But that's okay. So yeah, so with that, I mean, again, you know, it's amazing that that run is as safe as it is now. It's, if you don't get the egg vein and then you step on the exit, the screen goes dark for a second, and then it comes back up and just says game over. It's pretty cruel. But here, I mean, everybody in Rendar is so happy they're setting off fireworks in the daytime. But it is with these fireworks that we signal the end of Wednesday. But not the end of Retrothon. We're like right smack in the middle of Retrothon. We've got some Crash Bandicoot Warped coming up, so stick around for that. And, you know, then I think we've got a Dragon Quest run to take you through the night into your Thursday. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Yeah, thanks everybody who showed up and showed out for the big 25-hour NES block. We do love our Wednesday. And look out for this run, Gauntlet, at SGDQ, where my brother Chessjerk and I are going to run it co-op at the end of May. So don't forget that. But for now, stick around for more Retrothon.